And welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. And we are with Mr. Bob Zdora with the Z Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty.
Yes, sir.
What is it? retiredarkansas.net.
.net. That's right. That's our website, and there's a bunch of stuff on there. All the MLS is on there. All the listings, all the land, houses, everything else. And then there's a bunch of other stuff on it, different events that are going on in the area. She tries to keep up on all that. As we get information, she gets it posted.
And beautiful cameras on there. Some
beautiful,
live web cameras.
Beautiful cameras, the great web cameras that you may know a little bit about.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we set them up for you and help get them going. You've got one of them that just does it's got a designated path. So it'll zoom out wide at one area and then zoom in. You can sometimes see people fishing.
So you can see it fishing, yeah.
And walking down at the park, and so it's a pretty neat little thing.
Yes,
so.
it is. Yes, it is. And then the stationary that's out there, when you get the big storms coming through southern Missouri and stuff, and you get that lightning running across the sky and stuff, or the sunsets and the sunrises can be just spectacular.
And you've actually had like KY3 is actually used.
Yes, they did. Yes,
a couple times. So
yeah,
it's kind of neat to see that and be recognized, and for them to use that as a source for our area to see the weather and stuff. So,
and that's what it is. It's always been about that, Gil. It's always been about what can we do for the area.
Right.
We came here to move here. We didn't come here to visit and we'll kind of see. It was like we knew this was it. It was funny. It was just we thought we were going to do something else. Professionally, I didn't know anything about real estate, and I knew being the police, and I knew public service, and I knew community service, and taking care of people at the United Center and at the old Chicago Stadium and stuff. Didn't know anything about real estate, and what we thought we were going to do, it turned out we could see that there wasn't really a market for that. It wasn't going to work out, and we were sitting outside the hotel the one night when we'd come down to visit. We'd stay in a hotel, and we're sitting out there watching the bats fly over. And we're just sitting there going, I think this is it. And she says, well, I thought the same thing, but I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to sway your decision one way or the other. I told her, I said, honey, we'll find something to do. That's who we are. We'll find something to do. I said, working has never been a problem for us. And 20 years later, here we are.
Still doing it.
Still doing it, Looking for things to do, looking for people to help. And that's what we've done. It was the real estate from the beginning, was helping people.
Yeah, and that's one thing I think you're good at, putting all those tools on your website, the cameras, the information, all that type of thing. And you even go to a lot of community events and
we do. We were at Jam Fest. We were at Turkey Trot a couple of weeks ago.
Jam Fest was this past weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And just, that's part of doing it is. I call it going out. I used to tell the coppers, go out and show them the flag. Just let them know you're there. And that's what a lot of this is, going to chamber events and all the other, from all the chambers that we belong to.
Right.
And being out and being here, being on TV, doing the radio.
Right.
All the things that we do to help get the message of real estate out to people that obviously nobody else does, but it's just to be able to do that for people to say, oh, I heard you. And you said this or you said that. Is that right? Or that's what it's really been all about.
Yeah, it's nice to put they either hear you or see you, and it's nice to put a face to a name and be in a work environment to kind of see you at these events and say, oh, hey, I was going to ask you, or hey, I'm interested in this. Yep. And then they can say, oh, this guy's a real person.
He is a real person, and this is what we do. I mean, Lynn and I, from the time we started, this is all we've done. Since we've been here. We've done real estate, and again, finding different ways to help people and doing different things, trying to do our business, our business of real estate a little different than some other agents. I have no trouble telling somebody, you probably really shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
When the '08 recession hit, we didn't have one client that lost their house. So and we were pretty proud of that. We were learning then. It was more of a learning process then, but we didn't have one person who lost their house, and that's a big deal. We were kind of proud of that ourselves.
Yeah.
And the time that we spent with Century 21, working with that name brand, having that branding of Century 21 is a great thing. Having Jewel as the principal and the owner is an even greater thing. I mean, there isn't a better woman in this county, in this state, than Jewel Prendergast. And for her, the things that she has helped us to do, we are successful to a large part because of her and because of Century 21 and what we've done.
It's good to have somebody like Jewel, and of course, like Century 21 to be a part of the community and do things. And I think that helps.
And they're part of the community as well.
Yeah.
So it's worked out very well, and it's helped us. The awards and things that we've received. Century 21 is the only one that really tracks after the sale questionnaires and things. They send these surveys out, and when people generally afterwards, they're all excited at closing day, and for a couple days after, and then they kind of, go about their life. You live, and to get people to fill those surveys out and to think enough of you to send the survey back and to send. There's a place for comments on there, and some of the comments are just, they're so humbling when you talk to, when you're talking to people, and when you're reading them, and we're very gracious and grateful for that, and it's what keeps us going.
Right.
Selling houses in a business end of things is good, but that's more important to us than anything else. And then we did the same with when we started the team. It was, Linda and I were the Z team for a number of years, and then we took we've taken people to turn them into realtors, to help them start from the ground up. Kids were going to classes online, and that's a whole different thing than it used to be when Wayne Camp was teaching. When you're sitting in a classroom, as everybody learned over the past couple of years, when you're sitting in a classroom, what you learn and how you learn is totally different than sitting in front of that screen. And we wanted people to be good quality realtors. So we took some people under our wings one at a time and brought them up, took them out to showings, took them out to listing appointments, and just sit here. Just listen, just see how the conversations go. Look for different tells from people to see what it is they need. Same thing with showings. Going out and talking to people at the showing and showing them the different aspects of homes.
Yeah.
And you watch 3 episodes of HGTV does not make you a realtor. I know it's hard to believe.
My wife thinks so.
Yeah. So, and she's not alone.
Yeah.
Believe me, she's not alone.
I get it.
And so what we wanted to do, we wanted to develop people that would be good quality, conscientious realtors. And that's what we've done over the years. We've developed a number of people. And the team that we've got right now, same thing. And all of us have strengths. We may have a weakness here or there, and we all compensate for that. Linda can push people into this and that one, and you go with him, you go with her. It's worked out great. And you got people like Reese Tubbs, who's been here all his life. His father was a big realtor down there in the Calico, Marshall area down there. Darlene Clark was born and raised in Cotter and spent her whole life in Marion County. I didn't know anything from here. I couldn't find my way around. When I first got here, I couldn't find anything. But you develop. And Sam McMaster has a military experience with him and has that military mind, that organizational skills that come with that. April Bentley came. She was a steel representative out on the river here, and had done a great job. Had a very successful career. Decided that's enough of this. Came here, and we've been blessed by having all of them, and it's really made a big difference in what we've done to be able to help people.
And that helps when people different that they've not just lived and breathed realty all their life, that they've got these different aspects, so they can relate a lot to these people that come in.
Sure.
But
and I think that's helped us a lot. I think that having that life experience behind us, working the Bulls championships and the Stanley Cup and the concerts and all the things that I've done above and beyond all the police stuff. There wasn't as much community service in that a lot of times, but there was more. There was more service part of working at the UC. That helps a lot. And when we started that, I realized that this is really a very similar job to be in the police or being there. It's people have problems, and we're here to solve their problems. And once I kind of got my head that's the direction I was going in, that just made it all much easier.
Well, let's get to the meat and potatoes.
The meat of the matter is, this week in real estate, there were 29 new listings came on the market, 1 commercial property, 8 parcels of land. 20 homes came on the market, ranging in price from $145,000 to $496,000. There were 33 sales, 11 parcels of land, 22 homes sold this past week. They ranged in price from $40,000 to $400,000. Average sale price this week was $206,000 with 63 days on market. So it shows that homes that are, the other markets are slowing down a lot. We're slowing down, but not the same. Homes that come on the market that are ready to be sold, that are priced right, that are prepared and presented, they're going.
They're still
63
going.
days.
Yeah.
I mean, that's from the time you signed on to being sold.
That means like
that's like nothing.
quick.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. So a total of $4.5 million in residential real estate closed this past week. 7 properties expired, 22 had price changes, and we're going to continue to see that. Price changes are going to affect some things. Some people had unreasonable expectations, and they haven't sold. You're going to have to come down some because the interest rates just won't allow people to buy your house at that price.
Right.
That's what it is. It's just straight economics. Currently, we're up to 266 homes on the MLS. I think we were like 254 last week, so we picked up 12 more this week. Year to date, this year there's been 989 homes have sold for $218 million. Average sale price this year is $221 with 80 days on market. Last year, there had been 1,074 homes that sold for $213 million. The average sale price last year was $199 with 89 days on market, and that's finally starting to get locked in on that. The market's going to continue. I think it'll slow down some. There'll be people are always going to want to come here, and that's going to be the thing. Some of the reason that we don't have as much inventory is that people aren't going to give up that 3% mortgage for a 6-7% mortgage to go someplace else. And life is going to go on, and people's jobs are going to change. They're going to have babies and do all the things that occur. But the financials end of that, the economic, we're in a really nice house here. Will we be in as much of will the house be as nice there? Those are decisions that people are going to have to make, and we're here to help you make those decisions. This is what we do day in and day out. Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. As we've been talking about the website, you can go on there, you can take a look. There's all kinds of little contact us buttons. You hit those and send Linda an email, and we'll do whatever we can do to help you out. This is what we do. And I'm going to ask you to do something to help yourself out. Early voting has started. Get out, vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just vote. Your vote does count, and it's very important that we all realize that we can't just give up. We need to keep moving forward, and early voting is going on for another week, and then the general election will be on the 8th unless you live up in not Red Apple Acres, up on the other side of Bull Shoals Lake up there, and I apologize. They're going to vote on the 7th at the firehouse. But get out and vote. And then the market's kind of topsy-turvy right now, and part of that has to do with the political system. Come that Wednesday morning, the election's over, and you'll see there'll just be okay. It's just
probably the holidays, kind of the holidays coming up and stuff too.
So, but give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793.
RetiredArkansas.net?
RetiredArkansas.net. That's
helping
right.
you out, Bob.
That's why you're here. Take a look at the cameras. The cameras are really, really cool. I mean, it's a great overlook of Cotter, a great overlook of the whole northeastern sky, and you see those storms come in. And it was funny. I'm watching the lightning, and we watched the news at 10 o'clock, and it was like way up into Missouri, but because of the height and everything, you can see much farther. Yeah, and
y'all are too. Where y'all live at, you're on a big tall bluff, so it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
So, well, Bob, thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
And we'll see you in a minute. You are watching The Morning Show on XL7 TV.